Yeah, I just poked myself in the eye with my sunglasses. I don't know if you saw that or not.
With arms wide open, under the sunlight.
Yeah, right in front of the camera there. Welcome back to Chasing the Dream. Season 2, Episode 2. I think this episode will be called Fall from Grace. So I moved to New York City again. I didn't even think New York was going to be an option again. Yeah, I had a couple choices, man. So number one choice was I could stay in Colorado. Grace's grandma actually allowed me to have the apartment to myself if I wanted. And that was going to be my choice. I was thinking about hanging out for a few months. I had until October 20th until I had to move out. But man, it was not fun. It was not fun being out there. It was so boring in Denver, man. It's so boring. And I was just fantasizing about being back in the city, surfing the streets. Urban surfing. Okay, so my options were Tijuana. My options were Florida. I was looking at any place. I was thinking about moving anywhere. Thankfully, I was able to find this place in New York. Another comedian actually had a room available, cheaper than what I was paying in Colorado. A smaller room, but I have my own balcony. Got my own private balcony. It's pretty dope. Back in Astoria, of all places. Beer. What even is the dream, Darren? I don't even know what dream I'm chasing anymore, to be honest with you. I've checked off a lot of my dreams, actually. When I started stand-up comedy, I didn't have many big dreams. My dream was I wanted to step on a comedy stage and have people laugh at my ideas. That was the only thing I ever wanted to do, really. That happened. That's actually happened quite a bit. And then I moved to LA, and I was like, dude, I would love to drive on a set and have a security guard know who I am and just wave me through. And that happened. I was on Grey's Anatomy a bunch. I learned a Hollywood trick on Grey's Anatomy, actually. I learned how to make babies cry on set. Yeah, no, they don't pinch them or hit them or nothing like that. Right, no. It's much more effective, they found out, to hold an ice cube on their back. It's like, man, I'd love to work with my, I don't want to say idols because I don't really idolize anybody, but people I enjoyed watching as a child. Jim Carrey, Adam Sandler. I worked with both of them. I've been on set with many people I grew up watching. I've been on podcasts with Joe Rogan. Oh, man. Smoke a lot of weed. Smoke so much weed if I forget something. It's not a brain fart. It's a pothole.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Thanks for the inspiration.
My pleasure. Pothole's a very funny joke.
No, don't.
Which, when I first started comedy, was a goal of mine. My goal moving to New York City was, I thought, I guess I did. I caught the dream. I just didn't get to hold on to it very long. The dream, for me, was to come to New York City, meet a beautiful girl, and move away. That was the dream. I thought, it's gonna happen, and it did. It that exact thing happened. I thought I achieved the dream, man. I thought I made it. I said, wow, dude, I'm doing good. I got a beautiful young girlfriend. And Grace was that one real friend I had, and then that ended. We all knew the relationship wasn't gonna work out. Like, she was essentially a lab rat. They kept testing different medications on her. Maybe this will help, maybe this will help. Nothing was helping. What else have I done while I've been in the city? I tried to get on Kill Tony at Madison Square Garden. Threw my name in the bucket twice. Obviously didn't get pulled. Not a big deal, but I do have a minute that would have crushed. I know that because I ran the minute the following Tuesday and it got 3 or 4 applause breaks in the first minute. In the minute, it got 3 or 4 applause breaks. I guess is the way to say that. I went to New Haven, walked around New Haven, and walked around the Yale campus. I saw a few secret societies. Didn't get to go in them, obviously, but even had some West Haven pizza. Had West Haven pizza this time. It was pretty good. I don't hate it. It's good. It's, they cut their slices thinner. They're easier to eat. A lot of people reached out about the Grace situation too. A lot of people reached out, and I want to thank most of you. I want to thank some of you for reaching out. A lot of people offered what I call fortune cookie responses. I'm not good with fortune cookie responses, and I tell people that. I'm sorry if I seem like a dick, but I'm not good with the fortune cookie responses. And people reached out, like, offering to help, but what they really wanted to do, it seemed, was they wanted to tell me their advice. They didn't want to help. They only wanted to help in one way and one way only, and that was them being heard. And yeah, that's not helpful to me. Like, in the situation I was in, hey, what's new? And I'm like, man, I moved to New York. Man, I just a little bummed out about Grace. Like, yeah, but the important thing is you gotta get as far away as you can. I'm like, yeah, I know, I did that. Yep, did that. That's why I'm here. Yeah, I had one friend who reached out, hey man, if you need to talk. And I tried calling him. He was like, oh, I meant text. If you need a text. But he specifically said, if you need to talk, rant, anything. Apparently he meant only through text. My main concern was, all right, well, where do I go from here? What's next? I need help. I did not need people to offer me advice telling me to move on. Like, I knew that part. Obviously I need to move on. I'm trying to move on. And the things that were stopping me from moving on at the time, Grace got a gecko back in January. Bootsy's the craziest. So Grace had left me to take care of her gecko, and I felt kind of trapped from that. And I didn't want to be the one, I didn't want to leave it there. So I had to figure out what to do with the gecko. Everyone's just telling me, dude, you got to move on. And I'm like, right. But much like when I lived in my car in Vegas and everyone tried offering me advice, like, dude, just get out of your car. I'm like, okay, well then what do I do with all my stuff? Like, in this scenario, people are like, dude, just she doesn't want to be with you, move on. Aw, cute puppy. It's a cute little puppy. And my response was like, yeah. All right. Nothing I can do about that. I've accepted that. But now, I have a lease at the time with her, and we had split furniture, and she had completely blocked me on everything. Hello. So my question was, all right, what do I do with all this stuff? I'm watching her gecko. She has me blocked. and I have her stuff here. So what do? And people are like, you gotta move on, dude. You gotta move on. I have one friend that's reached out to Grace on my behalf, and that's my only line of communication with her. And right now, the main reason I want to speak to her is currently I'm waiting on her to return my modem for the internet, and I've been getting texts saying that it's not been returned yet. So I don't know why that's so hard for her to do. I'm asking for her social workers to be able to talk to me. She told me in person that that was okay, and then she never told them that. But she told me, yeah, that's something that she could have me do if she didn't want to talk to me, have me talk to them. She didn't tell them that, so. I broke my mic. Probably can't even hear me right now. I broke my mic. Yes, finally, someone's saying it. Geese suck. It's a beautiful day today. Hello. It's been great being back. Like, I mean, am I happy? I don't know. What is happy? You know what I mean? What is happy? There's a street fair going on. Holy shit. The random New York street fair is happening. What's going on here? Yo, what's up? Doing good, man. I got the counter to your hat there.
What? Oh, I like that. Actually.
I sell it as merch. I sell T-shirts that say it.
Oh, you got hats that say it?
Yeah, not yet.
You got a hat that says it? I'll get one, brother.
I'll get you a hat.
My bad.
You too, man. Last time I lived here, I lived in Astoria, and that's honestly the only neighborhood I wanted to live in. And in the past will just get your ass passed. Do for yourself. Don't worry about the next. You can take it to the bank, but you can't cash my checks. Life is just a game. No matter how you spin or gotta do what it takes just to get your dinner. Sometimes the life you lead gets you viewed as a sinner. And easy isn't easy when you're playing on beginner. Gotta put the game on expert if you want to be a winner. The stress is getting thick and I don't see it getting thinner. If ignorance is bliss, then knowledge is pain. What good is sunshine if we don't have any rain? There's no ups without downs, no yins without yangs. Life will come full circle. Just take it day by day. Do unto others. We're one and the same. And status doesn't matter. They should take it away. I gotta find something to eat. I am starving. It's a fun little random New York fact. There's a mailbox in this tree. No idea why. Kamikaze thinking, envisioning your own doom, emotionally sinking, twisted thoughts now consume, flowing into your brain like a floodgate open. The amount of people that take pictures of me, like with professional cameras in this city, is hilarious.
I'm so glad that I met you. I couldn't live a better life, and I thank you for knowing you are my life. You are my inspiration, and also who I admire. I like that feeling very much, to enjoy life. Couldn't live with you. I know that you will always be there for me. You will always be in my life forever.
So, the number one thing people told me when they reached out to me was, hey man, you gotta work on yourself. You gotta work on yourself, man, you know. Yeah, I know. Thanks for telling a 42-year-old he's gotta work on himself when he's the most heartbroken and feeling worthless. Yeah, work on yourself, buddy. But on top of that, I've already been doing that. I've been writing, not as much as I should. I've been reading a lot more. I've been gone. I left Colorado. If I was still in Colorado trying to get back with her, okay. But from day one, my problem was, okay, where do I go now? What do I do now? Her stuff is here. At first, I thought I'm staying there. Her stuff is here. What do I do? What do I do with her stuff? Do I just get rid of it? I don't know. I was gonna bring the gecko back to the pet store, but I don't want him to go through that. He's being treated well with me, so I want to keep him feeling good, and give him back to her when she's ready. That was what I told her. I left a note when I left the apartment saying, hey, I have Boots, so he stays safe. Get in touch with me, and we can arrange getting him back to you. I'm not trying to talk to her for any reason other than she has a few passwords of mine because she was working on my EPK. She was working on my booking, so she has my gig salad passwords. And I still have some clothes back in Colorado that I would love to have mailed to me. I would rather not, I just couldn't fit everything in my van. So I left some stuff there. I left the place very clean. Actually, if you want to see how I left the place. I still got some furniture there. I still got my TV there. I still got my sound bar there. I still have a decent amount of clothes. Under the bed I left a thing. So I would like to get that stuff back. And right now she's just not talking to me. Unfortunately, she wasn't really living her own life. So I do get the value of us being apart. And honestly, like, when it comes down to it, if she didn't break up with me in the way that she did, I wouldn't have ended up back here. It's better here than anywhere else. And I have a very affordable room, and I would rather be here right now than anywhere else. So we're gonna be making some content. I am pulling myself out of the depressed hole I was in, and I do that by listing things I'm grateful for. If even the ability to stand up, if even the ability to grab things with both hands, I try to be thankful for anything, even the smallest. I used to do sales, and we had a phrase called reduce to the ridiculous. So let's say the siding is gonna cost you X amount per month. Break that down to a cup of coffee a day. That's a half a cup of coffee every day, or whatever. It's 3 cups of coffee every day. Reduce to the ridiculous. It's only 3 cups of coffee. That's so ridiculous. It's nothing. Oh yeah, I can afford 3 cups of coffee. So if you got nothing to be thankful for, maybe you have that to be thankful for. I'm thankful that I have nothing in my life, and that's a stress relief. Whatever it is, try to be positive. Try to think positive to yourself. Speak positively to yourself. I do this all the time. I know I go through stressful moments. I know I go through moments of vulnerability and frustration, but if you read the words I'm saying, try to respond to that, not to the emotion you think I'm going through. That's the main thing I ask, is don't assume intent. Sometimes people say things and it doesn't mean the most extreme, but it does mean they want to be heard. I got lucky though, man. I'm very lucky. I know that. I try to wake up and think of at least 10 things I'm grateful for. I try to speak positivity into my life. I don't say things suck. I've thrown that word out of my vocabulary. Instead of saying things suck, I say things are a challenge, because challenges can be overcome. I don't say I hate. My motto is worry-free is the way to be. And I know if you follow me on Facebook, you see that I post a lot of stuff. I post a lot of complaints. I post a lot of vulnerability on there. I talk about my relationships. But I'm not worried. You can stress. You can be concerned. You can be like not excited. And these are all things I need to work on. But the number one thing I don't do is I don't worry. I know everything will work out. The reason why I can go through these scenarios and come out essentially unscathed is because life is looking out for me. Much like life is looking out for you too. I see so many people going through so much worse than I am. And I realize how lucky I am, how fortunate I am to have the place I live in, to be able to let me know what you would like to see in the city. Let me know, I don't know. I think I'm gonna start a separate channel for just one-wheel rides, where I go on one-wheel ride every day, some part of the city. And I think that's gonna be separate from this channel. So stay in touch, stay tuned. Darren Chase out.